Hello, everybody. We've come to have a nice little sit down about your obsession with the treasures of Aht Urghan, which I haven't found very much of. Hello, everybody. It is Jez Freelance here, and we are back into Final Fantasy XI. You guys excited? We gotta go save Aht Urghan. So, quick, oh, I've lost the word. Brain fart. So, quick overview of what happened last time. That's it. Overview. That's the word I'm looking for. Overview. So, what happened last time? So, we found out more about Aphmau, and we found about more like Aht Urghan and Meijing and stuff like that. We also ended up taking a look at what the astral incandescence looks like. And yeah, it was the big glowy thing, and stuff like that. So, in today's game, we're gonna do three things are kind of on the docket. We're gonna continue on with the story, going to go save Aht Urghan, as well as a couple other things. We need to finish up unlocking Blue Mage, which we'll do during our break, and we also need to clear out and finish Dynamis Bastock. So that's what our goal is for today. Go ahead and receive my sanction here. Okay, so we had found Lady Aphmau, and we decided, yeah, we need to go save Aht Urghan because Gesho had given the thought of like, oh, it might be here, but one of the immortals kind of figured like, wait a second, he's probably actually going here instead. So we are heading off to. So originally we were thinking Halvung was where she got taken, but instead we have deduced that it's more likely that she's been taken to the Savage Lands. So we're gonna go ahead and take a warp to. Oh, that's actually the wrong area. Current region, yeah, that's what we want, actually. Alpha Thickets, we want to grab 1.1. We need to go to a place called the Jade Sepulchre. This would be kind of the equivalent of us going to the Navico Execution Chamber. Give me a second here, let everything load up. Yeah, so we're gonna go continue on through here. And this is where we'll find where we need to go. This direction, maybe? Oh, there's nothing there. We go that way. Ah, yeah, there we go. I'm gonna run down here. I'll end up going to this ceremonial door. Ornamental door, here. We should have a cutscene show up. Wait, I can hear Mamulcha talking up ahead. Do you understand what they're saying? I know a little of their language. Translate for us. Doubt there is not. For what we have long searched, it must be. Interesting. Oh, he looks familiar. Meant to threaten us? Is this toy? It's a Hagen. Dangerous it does not seem. Akulja! We should know some of these names. Malulja. The intention of the Aht Urghan leaders, that is. Cunning tricks and devious plans that they have used against us. Forgotten, have you? Even so. To fear this frail contraption, why is there? Aht Urghan. Facts we have not. This is Disassemble this gadget we must. That would not be necessary, Landlord. None of its secrets are already known. Know these secrets, do you imply? I believe I do. To deceive us, you attempt. Allow this charade, we will not. Stay silent, outsider, you shall. Galul Jaja. Over. This is not. So Galul Jaja is the leader in... So a lot of these characters are part of Dawn Trail. So... in the outsider's opinion, we are interested. Aht Urghan. Bicker for 100 years we could, or instead here's something useful we may. Yes, Aht Urghan. Kindred to the brethren of the Shining Scale, what say you? My lord, if I may. It is nothing more than a simple puppet. It is a mechanical creation that belongs to Jalzan, the former emperor of Aht Urghan. Ah, Jalzan. That's who the emperor was. Jalzan? Yes, my lord. It is the first automaton in existence, a personal project of Jalzan's. An invention of our old enemy Jalzan. Ignore this we cannot. Even if so, this is... destroy us, how can it? Broken many of these puppets we have. Allow me to explain. I've learned some very interesting facts from my observations around the palace. Interesting facts? A craftsman known as Gatsad often passes through the Imperial White Gate. Gatsad? Heard that name, have we? Heard that name we have. I would not be surprised, especially if he is the craftsman who led the development of automatons. Then this... yes, this is likely his creation. There is more. This man is also the head alchemist of the Aht Urghan Archaeological Research Institute, an organization that is currently investigating the ruins of Al-Zadal. This Gatsha, both craftsman and alchemist he is. An historian as well. So it appears. What is even more intriguing are the Empire's activities of 50 years ago. Even before the invention of automatons, the scholars of the Empire were conducting large-scale investigations of the ruins. Rumors say that ancient Al-Zadal technology gleaned from these archaeological sites was used in construction of the modern mechanical puppets. Rated are these automatons. To search the ruins, why do they continue? No, except as the truth, I cannot. To resurrect the Iron Colossus of legend, do these Aht Urghan's fools seek? All I have is rumor and hearsay, but the signs... Madness! The Iron Colossus. Kalumdar Jaya in flames, that machine did. To extinguish our entire race, do they intend? Bolulja! Be calm, you must. In front of our guest, you embarrass us. An overlord of the Mamulja, are you not? Aht, we apologize, but a dire situation this is. The fate of our entire race hangs on the balance, it does. I understand your fears, Sage Lord. But is that not why we have forged an alliance? The Imperial Army does not have the resources to escalate a war it fights on two fronts. At the dawn of our agreement, we will unleash our fury upon the Empire, the Mamulja hordes from the west, and my fellow warriors from the east. The research of some ancient war machine will be the last thing on the minds of the Aht Urghan commanders. And once we have seized control of the Empire, we will only be crippled with this iron engine of destruction beyond repair to guarantee our total victory. If an empty promise, this is not. I swear to you by the heavens and the earth, I shall not play you false. And if my nation's oath should be broken, should it? I will present myself before you and fall upon my sword. On your sword you will fall? A far eastern tradition, is this? Conviction you possess! Aht Urghan, is something amiss? Smell it I can. The flesh of smooth skins. Out you come. A place to hide there is not. From this sepulchre there is no escape. Kenneth? You overheard. I'm not the Gesho you know. Uh-oh. And I caught him in the lie, I guess. You, Lizard Man, return Avjang to us immediately. Yes. You tell them, Neijing. If you damage a single bolt of Avjang's, a name this toy has? Avjang, stop that! You stop that at once! Avjang, you have to wake up! It's no good. Maybe her breaker is broken. Fine, I'll activate her myself. Yes, her receptor is not receiving. Smooth skins. For this machine, about your own life, you should worry. Archark, to the Landlord, leave these intruders. Dahilja. Any of the Archark we have we? Very well. And your Lance Arm, we trust. Our place we trust. Our trust we place. Bleh. Yes, regret this, you will not. Send more soldiers in time. I will. Deprive them of all the fun. Do not. Everybody else warps out. Wakes up his Wyver. Avjang! Careful. So this is our first time seeing a Wyver in the flesh, more or less. Look out! Rishvi took the hit, didn't he? Yeah, Rishvi. Oh, knocked his turban off. Rishvi! Oh, the order of my kills you have ruined. I'm fine. But your wound! Forget, I am an immortal. Now get out of here. Avjang is more important. We will return for you. So Gahilja, Galujaja, and was it Bakulja? I think those are all names that got reused in Dawn Trail. Die, smooth-skinned slug. Nope, I've jumped in place. What? He stopped as well, do you wish? Scaleless slugs, weak you are. So I believe you actually fight this guy, Gahilja, in one of the level 50 dungeons. Level 50 or 60, I can't remember. The pain, so painful this boredom is. The will to fight, have you lost? Entertainment you have! Smoothskins, scaleless slugs. I wish I had a voice changer so I could actually do different voices more easily. Learn the might of my steed, you shall. I missed him. Ah, slaves of the Empire, are you? Beat the mighty Gahilja, you have not. No, but give me a minute here. Hachikago! Best again. To bleed, it is time. Oh, and he just went poof. I don't think that was intentional. Small continuity issue there, because he lost his turban before the boss, and then he had it just before I fought him, and then he doesn't have it anymore. Lady Offmao? Just a little further off, Mao. Okay. Almost there. A little farther. Meiji, come a little closer. Give me your hand. Meijing? Flit! I'll be taking this little tin man, thanks very much. Meijing! Unkudimp! Unhand me! Unhand me, I say! Whoa! They wound you a little tight, didn't they, Tin Man? You really want to be squirming around like that? It's a long way down. We'd have to change your name to Scrap Metal Man. Please, don't hurt him! That's more like it. You wouldn't want to end up like your tin lady here now, would you? This is the automaton couple of calamity? I'm pretty sure, boss. Return her at once! She's my Ovjang! What did you just say? Give me back my Ovjang. Are you hard of hearing? What are you laughing at? Blit, I do believe Ovjang and Meijing are the puppets we were looking for. Here I thought arriving late to the strategy meeting would have resulted in some unpleasantness with my Mamuljal hosts. Instead, these gifts simply fall into my hands. Aye, aye, Captain. Whoa! Interesting. Oh, Offmouth's gonna make a jump. Wait! Lady Offmouth, no! Yep, she makes a jump. Oh, shoot. Okay. Offmouth. I failed. Failed. Can you hear that rumbling? A large force of Mamulja is headed this way. 70? 100? No, more like 200. There must be the soldiers that the Aht spoke of sending. He's leaving nothing to chance. Listen to me, Jedith. That way appears to be relatively clear for the moment. You must try to escape from here. Once you're out, you have to go after Lady Aphmau. It's my duty as an immortal. I'll hold the Lizardman as long as I can. I pledge my life to the Empress. Save your pity. Now go! Wolf forward to the lion. Wolf forward to the lion. The gold has been taken. I repeat, the gold has been taken. The mission is in the hands of the Wildcat. I repeat, the mission. Oh, I wonder what spell he used. That's clearly Blue Mage casting. If I was surrounded like that, I would use the spell of a bomb and use like self-destruct or something like that. Detonate, whatever. Take out as many as I could with me. But okay, now we need to go to Arapago Reef. Okay, so the closest place... Best place to go... There's several options here, apparently. We're gonna use the book warp, I think. Apparently you can buy a Arapago ring for Imperial Standing, but I have multiple rings right now. I kinda don't want to keep getting more, especially ones that I'm probably not gonna use again. Including the Tavnazian ring. I will probably have to put that in storage at some point. Okay. It wants me to do... Arapago Reef. Yes. Okay, so now we've lost Aphmau and both puppets. And looks like Luzov is kind of the mastermind behind their kidnapping. Which makes sense. The Mamulja are not exactly the most cunning. Or the most devious out of all of them. That's a giant ship. My goodness. That is so big. Sailing, sailing without a care. This ship can take us anywhere. Da-dum, pa-dum, pa-dum, la-la-la-la-la-la. You two need to calm down. Dum parum parum. Tra la 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 la. Meijing! What is it? You should really try to enjoy yourself. Dum parum parum. Tra la 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 la. So much fun! So exciting! Don't you think you should keep it down? Meijing, you stick in the mud. Suppressing one's joy isn't healthy. He's right, Meijing. Just look at us. We're riding on a ghost ship. Aphmau, can't you see anything? Can you see anything out there? Let's take a look. Oh, Object, could that be? Valhala's flames! Look, there's another one! Oh! Fire on the water! Will-o'-the-wisps? Oh no. Aphmau? Doesn't look like a weapon. The city below is burning. I wonder where it could be. Surely this isn't Alzabi. I'm sure it's just an artist's interpretation. Plus, I suppose you're right. What's wrong? This huge castle thing looks like an iron giant. And this weapon holding the spear is flying. This knight holding the spear is flying in the air. A giant and a knight. A colossus and a rider. Of course! How can we be so blind? This is a picture of Alzadal and the Dark Rider. And this thing is, yes, the Age of Judgment. You know the subject of this painting? I must admit to some surprise. Admiral Luzov! Be at ease, I am not going to hurt you. Just as you suppose, this painting depicts the Age of Judgment, as it occurred close to 900 years ago. In the West, the beginning of the Crystal Era was marked the year the Gordius exploded in a supernova, and vanished the very night. Well, I knew that. You are well educated for a young lass. Insolence! You will address her as Lady Aphmau. You control both puppets? Quite impressive for such a slip of a girl. Nobody speaks to me in such a casual manner. Has the salt air eroded your manners? Ah, my apologies. Apology accepted. Now, what do you intend to do with us? Do with you? I don't recall forcing you and your little mistress to follow me. You and Lady Aphmau. Then we should like to disembark immediately. I'm sorry, but that will not be possible. My business concerns your automaton companions. And now that I know you're the key to controlling them, my business concerns you as well. Fine by me. We never intended to return to the palace in any case. The palace? Avjang? Shush! It is of no import. I will instruct my crew to allow you to free reign of the ship. Wait. What are you after? Why did you take Avjang away from me? What is this all about? What is this all about? You will learn soon enough. Aht Urghan, the entire world and its people, in fact, will soon learn. I can imagine back in the day, and probably still now, there's probably a lot of ladies who would really like Luzov in terms of his mannerisms and his looks. Dark-skinned elf. There aren't any dark-skinned elf player models, so I can imagine that being quite appealing. And he is a swashbuckling pirate, of course. Quite naturally, it would be lovely. Now, looking at the map. North by northwest before turning south to the... Arapago Reef instance number 4. I don't think I went to the right location. I did not. In Kadarvi Mire. Ah! Not to Arapago Reef itself. I did a dumb. I don't think I have this book, actually. Maybe I don't have this book. Well, we can fix that fairly easily because we can just go to Nashmau, which will take us more or less right there. And I'll just take a little bit of a reconnoiter just walking outside of Nashmau to see if this does what I need it to do. Back when I first played this game, I thought the Aht Urghan region was probably the most interesting because it's the most different out of the expansions that I had played up to that point. Seekers of Adoulin hadn't been released yet, so I don't have any experience with that. So that'll be completely brand new, like I've said before. Second, let it load in. Try again. Okay. Well, this is a little different, because if I look in Kavari Mire, I'm not seeing a book location. Huh? A little odd. Why am I not seeing a book location? Why am I not seeing the route that is described here? Okay, so let me read this quote. Option 1, use the survival guide in Kavari Mire and head north by northwest before turning south to the Arapago Reef for entrance. I have 2 of these. Arapago Reef 1 and 6. I do not have 4. Why is it talking about 4? There has to be another map for the reef. Ah, here we are. And there's our book. There's our book that we haven't got. Ah ha 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 ha. So, it looks like our best option is to do the Duvaka Isle staging point. Okay, that's not hard to do. Just run back to the Hall of Binding and get that done. Chamber of Passage. It wasn't the Hall of Binding. That was a different location. Chamber of Passage. I'm very glad that they changed it, so then you can now talk to the runic portal and just kind of and say like how you want to use your stuff. Oh, I not get that done. Hang on a second. I still have a warp permit on me when I was doing stuff. Let me go talk to the. Let me go talk to Rytal and get rid of this. Yep, there we go. So I think it was yesterday. I actually went through and ran through the first set of assault missions and actually ranked up. I'm no longer a second class. I'm a first class now, I think. Profile. Actually doesn't say it here. I don't think it'll say what I am right here. Anyway. Go ahead and touch the runic portal. Ivuka. There we go. Yes. I remember having a lot more, and I was like, "Why do I have less points?" Because I spent a good chunk of it getting my Mog Locker leveled up. Now, there are quests associated with leveling up your mercenary rank. When I finally get around to getting them, into the max level, I will show the cutscenes to those, because now with the Curio mods and the Rhapsodies of Vanadil, they made it so then you can just buy the key items to rank up. You don't have to do the quests anymore, which honestly will save me some time. But then we'll watch the cutscenes to kind of get an idea of like what we missed by doing that, because some of them are just kind of dumb. I looked through them and I was like, oh, so you have to do this, then you have to do this experimentation thing for another quest. And it just seemed like a bit of fluff, you know, that I didn't necessarily want to have to go do. Doing the assault missions is going to be hard enough as is. Okay, now we're also going to take a look and see if we can get the location of the it's getting out of our Pago 5, because we'll have to go through there to get to the book I kind of want to get. I feel very lucky that I got a mount fairly early on in the game, so I'm able to skip a bunch of enemies for the most part. Can't do it in every zone, because not all of them are mount friendly, but close enough that I don't have to worry about it too much. Now, we warped into this area. Oh, yes, okay. I do know about this place. Oh, do you know what I want to do? Trusts. Go ahead and summon Gesho. And summon a healer. Fallen Imperial Trooper. Excuse me. Oh, my Fang key. Well, I'll use I'll stay in my possession until we kind of get through Aht Urghan. I don't know if I'll need to use it again. Not hard to exactly get. All right. Oh, this gets us to the other side, I think. Where are we now? Seth Rod, Husky Canadian, please come on in. Now, where are we here? And how do we get to where we need to go? Just walk north to find the boat. Walk north, eh? Hope I'm in the right place. If not, I'm going to be a little annoyed. How do I get down from here? This game just done me dirty and just put me into some weird location. I think it has. I think the wiki led me astray. What the heck? Oh, I know why. Because we have to run through this area to get to... that's right. We have to run through 2 to get to the 5 exit to get the book, and then continue down from there to get to the 4 area, which is where we want. Okay. Now I understand. But we can't get down from here, so this is actually slightly pointless. Yeah, we can't drop down from here. So this is slightly pointless. What the heck? Well, now I'm slightly annoyed. Okay, so this is actually the wrong way. I don't know why we came up here. I guess I thought that I'd be able to go through from 2 to get to 5 or whatever. Not gonna be as simple as that. Okay. Let's go ahead and run our way back out then. Get back to what we need to do. Ah, okay. So we can run to 3. I think that's where we went before. To get to the cutter. I will have to figure out how to get to the book on my own time. Oh, look at all the Voxia flies. Ooh. Modern shades. Okay. Should get a cutscene right here. You're late, Jareth. The mission was a failure. Rishvi was slain. We were recruits together. Ever since the Immortals took me in as a child, we've always been close. But he was too kind-hearted to walk the path of the Blue Mage. It wouldn't have lasted long in any case. Don't blame yourself for the inevitable. The inevitable. Your instincts were right in coming to the Arapago Islands. This stretch of water is dotted with hundreds of islands, large and small. The terrain is complex. Straightforward search isn't practical. We have soldiers scouring both the land and the sea, but the Aht Urghan has a swift sail. She won't be caught so easily. We require your further cooperation. In my function as an immortal, I officially entrust you with a new mission. You are to travel immediately to Parakia and carry out a search for Lady Offmouth. This is a Parakia Assault Area entry permit. You will need to enter the secured area of Parakia. Try not to lose it. If, by any chance, you happen to misplace the permit, speak with Nashib in the Duvaka Isles staging point. You have your orders. Track down Lady Offmouth to clear the stain on your record and honor Rishvi's sacrifice. Thanks. My pancreas, and they have hyperglycemic and hypokalemic. I love it. People do actually come up with some interesting names for their alts. I will say that much. Okay, so we need to go to Voca Isle. Yes. Okay, apparently you're supposed to run all the way over here to the staging point. So this is what it looks like going to a trial, going to one of the assault, doing the assault missions. Shades of Vengeance, yes. The only difference is that you normally have to go talk to the guard of the staging point to get control for the assault mission. Otherwise, it's exactly the same. Now, let's see. I haven't seen any enemies yet. According to this, we're supposed to fight some Lamias, but haven't found any yet. Ah. K23H1 Lamia. And it seems to be a bunch of them. I love this music though. This ballad music is for the assault missions, and it's actually really fun. It's upbeat, it's got a good tempo. We only had to kill 2? Apparently it's a random number that you have to kill, but there's like 10 of them in there. Interesting. Hey, Admiral-type person. Where's this ship headed to? Davuka Isle. Oh! Now I know our destination. We're going to Parakia. He's right, isn't he? Parakia. Heard stories about that place. A long time ago, it was said to have been the base for an Median corsairs who would terrorize merchant vessels sailing the neighboring waters. Ugh. Attacked innocent traders? Traders from Aht Urghan. One day, the corsairs were caught in a violent storm and they all sank to the bottom of the ocean. Not all of us. What has become of Parakia without the corsairs? Could the ghosts we've been hearing about have taken over the base? Spirits of the corsairs, maybe? And how would you feel if that were the case? I would be excited. Yes, this all sounds very exciting. Exciting? You could be killed. But just because they're ghosts now doesn't mean they don't remember their families and friends, right? They would have to be sad and lonely and suffering all the time, missing their loved ones. Probably repented their evil pirate ways and vowed to be good from now on. And the crew of the ship has been so nice to us. They were a little frightening at first. They even gave me oil when my helmet started creaking. Is that right? What is it, Admiral? Silence! That sound. There's no mistaking it. Oh yes, now I hear it. Sounds like an Apollo being strangled to death. I will never forget that sound. Never forget the tears, the blood, the bones of that day. Blood? Bones? Lamia. It sounds the shriek of a whistle used by the Imperial Army to control their pet Lamia. That can't be right. Lamia are enemies of the Empire. Those that broke free. It was 200 years ago when our hideout was invaded by biological weapons of destruction, sent by the Imperial forces in an attempt to extinguish the last of the Corsairs. Those monstrosities are the artificially created Lamii. You're lying, the Lamii attack everyone, even the capital of Alzavi. Their pets turned against them. They were just one of the many heinous blunders by the Empire. The Imperial Army and Aht Urghan is invincible. Why would they bother with anything as hideous as the Lamii? As the Lamii. Besides, the Empress would never allow it. You doubt me? Come see it for yourself. What should we do, Off-Mao? He must be lying. Of course he is. It can't be true. If the Grand Vizier were here, he would say, trust your own eyes. You found nothing? Grand Vizier, we are scouring every inch, but this place is like a labyrinth. Spare me your excuses. I accept your proposal to make use of the Lamia's acute sense of smell in spite of vocal protests from the generals, and against my better judgment. Understand that you will not be leaving this rock until her magnificence is back under our protection. As Lamii are enhanced through advanced alchemical processes, Grand Vizier, I assure you we will locate the Empress. I better hope you are right. You seem surprised, Jedith. This operation should never have been necessary. I must admit, I did not expect you to be here to witness it. Well, as I feared. Who is that? The one in red armor? It looks like the Grand Vizier. It can't be. There must be some mistake. You seem distraught. Does it shock you to see your countrymen working alongside those abominations? Or perhaps you know the man in red armor? Yes. And so you should. He is, after all, my brother. What? He is my brother. Yep, we knew it. Grand Vizier's nasty. What are the Lamaya saying? That she is close. Very close. Uncover this area immediately. Leave no pebble undisturbed. Your will. No. My mercenary. Of course, this has to be some horrible misunderstanding. There's some big picture that I'm just not seeing. All I have to do is ask. Rosfod! You forced my hand. Oh! Ah, she's floating now. Come along with me. Oh, just dumped them on their butts. Oh, we nearly saw Mei Jing. His visor slipped for a second there. Nosh. What are you doing here, Rosfod? I received a report that you had been abducted. Are you unhurt? I'm fine, obviously. So you're the one who took her. No, he didn't do anything. I followed him of my own free will. You followed him? What were you thinking? You can't just chase after every strange character who catches your eye. You have any idea of the danger? You're trying to lecture me? You're the one who's working alongside Lamii, sworn enemies of the Empire. Don't you understand? I was using these creatures to look for you. That's no excuse. Those creatures are evil savages. You're the one who used to tell me that when I was a child. Are you saying that was a lie? Grand Vizier, answer her question. Calm down, Afmao. Answer the question. Are you saying you don't have an answer? Listen to me, Afmao. These creatures are not the same Lamii I have taught you to fear and despise. They are aiding our army as allies to the people of Aradachaya. They are like your mercenary, Jedith. You have nothing to fear from them. Mercenaries? Like Jedith? That's right. Your lies know no bounds. Nothing to fear? Not for your twisted masters, perhaps. Allies to the people of Aradachaya, you say? These vicious demonesses have feasted on the flesh of my still living companions? Who are you, and what would you know of it? I know all your filthy secrets. The words of a lunatic. The costume you wear. Are you descendant of the Corsairs? No, they wouldn't dare show themselves so openly. I know who you are. And now that you know, will you set your pets on me? Just as your ancestors did? It can't be. Is it true what he says? Grand Vizier, we require an answer. Afmao, you remember the last words of our father? We are the Emperor. The Emperor and Urghan are as one. Words that you took for your own. They do more than describe the absolute authority of the Emperor. They also signify a responsibility. Our responsibility to protect the lives of the tens of thousands of citizens from our countless enemies within and without the vast territories of Aht Urghan. There are times when carrying out this responsibility requires extreme measures. But those are not the only words he used. He's also said a heavy hand is not needed to govern my empire. A gentle hand will guide the people. Anyone can see that the use of the Lamaya is going too far. You're twisting the spirit of his teachings. Aphmau, a time will come when you will understand. You always do this. Whenever it's an important matter arises, you treat me like a child. I'm supposed to listen to whatever you decide. And you expect me to accept the responsibilities of an empress? Ashmira! You do not have the will to be empress. You are not prepared to allow your subjects to bleed while you remain unsullied on your throne. Why is this role so hard for you to comprehend? If I'm so unsuitable, why don't you become emperor? This isn't a game, Nashmira. Listen to me. I was destined to sit the imperial throne, but as our father lay on his deathbed, he named you as his successor. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you know why? How should I know? I don't want to know. I never wanted to be empress in the first place. Let me tell you why. At the time when our father named you successor, the blood of beasts flowed in my veins just as it does in these creations. The same blue blood that you and our father despise. I never just listen. It was unavoidable. It happened while you were living at the temple. I received a mortal wound while fighting on the Eastern Front at the behest of our father. The only chance I had to survive was a transfusion of regenerative blood from a monstrous donor. I never knew. Do you understand? I do. Now please, do as I say and return to the palace. I will, but... You think this is over? You think that I can let two members of the Imperial family simply walk away? Rider in darkness, you have my gratitude. Thank you for this opportunity to avenge my people. Your cursed bloodline ends here. Whoa! Who's this? What's happening to the Admiral? I've seen this creature somewhere. The Dark Rider. Underworld Cur. Meet your doom. Bam. Didn't expect this to happen so soon. Who's off? No! Nashmira, stay back. What's going on here? Boss? Quit? Quickly, take us to the ship. Hang about. Are you trying to give me orders? Just do it. But please, there's no time. The ship. Now. Right. Nashmira, what are you doing? I'm sorry, Rusfad. I have to help him. Farewell. Don't worry about us. We'll be fine. Came all this way for me. Forgive me, Jedith. Please, be the one friend I need. Stop! Well, that was a lovely turn of events. Dang it. Nashmira. Grand Vizier, I have an urgent report. You are certain? Yes, my lord. We must return at once. Jedith. His opponent is beyond the capabilities of a single mercenary. Your mission is to locate Aphmau is over. I release you from your duty. Her magnificence is with the Admiral of the Black Coffin. Luzov? He assigned the immortals searching for Aphmau to surveillance the Ashu Talif. Sir, Luzov. He may have been chosen to become the next rider. Be on your guard. Sir. Speak not a word of this to anyone, especially to the president of Zalahim's sentence. The I don't know how to say that word. Remuneration will be sent ahead of you. Tell your employer your mission from the palace is complete. Dismissed. Well. So Aphmau was actually Nashmira. Rasvad is not... It's not a mutant or... Well, he's still kind of evil. Because he's trying to be controlling and all that jazz. That's a reason why he can't become emperor, is because he has been tainted with monster blood to keep himself alive. So he's not pure. Is the reason. Now, we don't know anything about the puppets. I'm sure that will come to a point eventually. Lusov did say something along the lines of, what was it? It was the Puppets of Calamity or something like that. There's something about Meijing and Ovjang that kind of caught Luzov by surprise by his reaction. Okay. Jedith! Have you heard the rumors? Rumors? You haven't heard a thing? Oh, I better fill you in on the details then. Are you ready for this? Perk up those ears and listen good, because here it comes. Those crazy corsairs are aiming to off the Empress herself. It goes beyond belief. Makes my first stand on end just thinking such reckless and ruthless villains are running around the city. This could be the truth or pure fantasy, but the word has it that they managed to sneak into the palace grounds right under the noses of the Imperial White Gate Guards. This kind of story gets my blood racing, even if it is about cutthroat criminals. Of course not. You're keeping something from me, aren't you, Jedith? Come on, out with it. Don't keep all the juicy details for yourself. No, I didn't want to tell her. The condescences are all in place. Yes, Grand Vizier, they appear to be compatible with the plinth. Excellent. No longer must we continue with that impossible search. My entire dynasty's dream can at last become a reality. We are not quite ready yet. What do you mean? The condensate are ours? All that remains is to activate the device, if I'm not mistaken. It is true that the prototype condensates I have developed are compatible. In fact, I confirmed that their power exceeds that of the original ore. The problem is, we do not possess an operational device capable of harnessing the 5 condensates. There is a flaw in the device? Yes, the energy produced by the 5 condensates is staggering. A single error in operation will reduce this nation to ashes in a single instance. I see. As far as I'm aware, the seat of thought is not the heart, as most people believe, but in the brain. Yes, I recall your lessons from my childhood. Very good. A person bereft of the brain's control will be unable to see, hear, talk, walk, indeed, even breathe. In other words, we have the hearts provided by the condensates, but the brain is incomplete. The device we have is useless? In the most basic of terms, yes, Your Excellency. And our second research team was unable to locate the control center? I'm afraid not. They did, however, discover a spot that was originally equipped for just such a purpose. It's possible that after the battle with the previous rider, the control center was deliberately destroyed or moved to a safer place before the crash to the ocean. Destroyed? That seems illogical. Would not Alexander wish to be restored? I have no reason to believe otherwise. If I might direct your attentions to this diagram. This is a map of the whole area. We saw this in our looking at the besieged map a few streams ago. Ooh, visual aids. As you are aware, there are 5 separate crash sites. Command unit is Nigel Isle. Right propulsion unit on the Arapago Reef. The left suspension unit off the coast of the Baflu Thickets. The left propulsion unit is at the base of Mount Salome. And the right suspension unit in the Silver Sea. You can hypothesize that the as of yet undiscovered control center could be hidden at any one of these locations. Despite the scale of our investigations, yes, the ruins are immense. We have barely managed to cover 30% of the total area. The device we seek could be anywhere within the remaining 70%. However, it is also entirely possible that the control center is contained within a section of the ruins we have already searched, but do not fully understand. The only thing we are certain of is that there is a constant communication occurring between each of the sites. Even with the sections scattered and damaged as they are, you have seen the reports of operational repair and defense mechanisms within the remnants. We have discovered that these mechanisms are capable of relocating themselves to wherever they are needed, even to remote sections of a distant site, which gives undeniable proof of the existence of a control center. Exactly. There is one more thing. I felt a distinct presence while I was investigating the ruins. It is difficult to describe, but it almost felt as if I was being watched. It's kind of fanciful supposition. It's not like you, Gustav. I cannot explain it. In any case, there is no time for another lengthy research expedition. What are our options? Sir, I surmise that a facility this size and complexity must have blueprints stored somewhere. The method of storage would have had to withstand the passage of time so that a usable reference would be readily available in the event of malfunction or destruction of the original machine. So you were saying that we might be faster for us to locate the blueprints rather than grope blindly through the ruins. Yes, Your Excellency. However, I have no suggestions of where to begin our search. What is it, Your Excellency? These elusive blueprints may already be in the palm of our hand. Is this possible? Nashmira, you are a foolish girl. But Imperial blood runs thick in your veins, nonetheless. Ever since childhood, she has always shown uncommon interest in that object. You speak of the Gordius? Right under our very noses. But even if you are right, the only person in history who has ever unraveled the Gordius is the great Walrahara, dead these many years. Leave that to me. There is a way. We must act with all haste. The age of judgment is upon us. That you are diving us straight towards, more like. Are you trying to spin my stories to me again? Where do you get the time to make up this trash? Pretending to know what's happening to the Imperial family. To the Empress. As if her magnificence would run away from home. What mushrooms were you eating while you were down there? I've got so much more interesting tale than the deranged fantasies gushing out of your rotten mind. Listen up. Just a little while ago, before you got back, a single envelope arrived here by express delivery, and it was sealed with the Imperial Lion crest of the Grand Vizier. Do I have your attention? Inside was a wanted poster of extremely high variety. A pretty elven guy with long black hair. Apparently, this man goes by the name of Dusov the Black Belt. States that he's one of the leaders of the Corsairs. His crimes include murder, hijack, smuggling, counterfeiting, matrimonial fraud, camping the best hunting spots, quite the rap sheet. Hunting the best hunting spots. There's just one thing that bothers me, though. Why is the bounty of one measly pilot so trolls be damned high? We're offering the unprecedented amount of 2,000 Imperial gold pieces. That's 50 times more than the bounty of that rabble-rousing Quatada. Why do you think that is? Let me tell you. This Dusov the Black Belt is the criminal that attempted to assassinate the Empress. Powers of deduction are astounding. Listen, Janeth. There's one of those once-in-a-lifetime make-or-break opportunities. No matter the underhanded method, no matter the sacrifice, no matter the screams of employee agony, Salahim Sentinels is going to be the company that collects this reward. Since the bounty will be paid whether he's dead or alive, it might be easier for you to do him in before you bring him in. Such a cold-hearted attitude. Pity to waste such a pretty face, though. President Naja! Abkoba? Yes, ma'am. What are you doing back there? 1,000 pardons. A messenger from the palace just to hear the reliable reward. Quite a large amount, I might say. A large reward, you say? But we haven't even caught him yet. Not that reward, President Naja. Death, your timing is impeccable as always. Rumination of your mission, 10 Imperial gold pieces. Please pick it up on your way out. Just a moment there, Abkuba. Yes, ma'am? You've deducted the company margin and miscellaneous expenses, right? That is to say, I was just about to. Let's see here. Governmental meditation fee, mercenary health insurance, mercenary pension, housing administration fee, mercenary tax. I'm getting health insurance from this? What? When? Cash reward storage fee and presidential advisory fee. Cash reward storage... Oh, come on. I'm terribly sorry, Jet. It actually comes down to a total of 9 Imperial gold pieces. I agree. Another disaster averted. Your understanding is much appreciated. So I only get 1 gold piece out of it. Yeah, I figured she was going to yap about something. You have a problem with the way I do business? Mercenaries shouldn't be concerned with the difference of a few coins. Abkoba, private first class jet, not second class. Yes, ma'am. It's time to sing the company anthem. We'll build that Salahim spirit if it kills ya. Yes, ma'am. Sing along, Jedith. I don't know the song. I don't know the words. Person whose life is life for me. Fight the beastman constantly. With Wildcat badge upon our chest. We know our company is the best. We are Salahim Sentinels. One more time. A mercenary's life is the life for me. Okay, so we got to there. However, I believe this is our time that we're going to hit our... Yep, gotta wait at game day. So, we're about halfway through already, so it's gonna be about 35 something minutes. We have some time, and I know that this was gonna happen, so I've got some things that we can do. We're gonna finish up getting Blue Mage unlocked. I went and got the Siren's Tear off stream. Go ahead and look up this quest. Okay. I think there's basically like one thing to do. We have to go to like a certain location. Okay. Apparently the science tier is used in a few different things. But this is not the only time I'm going to go find it. But it's the first time I found it. Yes, this is the wondrous science tier the traveler spoke of. Ah, to be perfectly honest, it was the mother of a colleague who wished to gaze upon this treasure. I'm afraid I have another favor to ask you. Would you consent to deliver this to my colleague? I cannot leave the city, you see. A thousand apologies. My colleague is currently part of an Imperial patrol that apprehends desecrators of the ruins found in Aht Urghan subterrane. The Aht Urghan subterrane runs beneath Baoflao thickets. May the winds of fortune guide you. Okay, so. It looks like there's a particular way to get there quickly. There is a Void Watch warp, which we've done, so we'll do that. We're going to go ahead and run our way out. I'm not even going to be using my mount. That's right. Talk to our refiner right here. Quest teleportation. It's going to be an Aht Urghan. Well, it doesn't say specifically which one. Is the Mook entrance? Why is my map? What? The map is transparent. What? What happened? Okay, at G7. Which is the main one, I guess? Yeah, why did my map turn somewhat transparent? What happened? That's a little annoying. Because it's harder to see through the map. I know I didn't change any settings. What happened? Very odd. Okay. H9. Ah. I could have taken the book and I would have been fast enough. Sheesh. My eyes feel weird. Big nasty room. There's a platform at H9. What platform? Platform over here? But I have the item with me. Right there. If it means up there, then I'll have to run up to C and continue on. And come down this way. Aha. Okay, well, I'm not seeing any kind of a platform that it's asking for. While I auto attack these things, I need to look this up. It doesn't tell me which map page it's on. I don't like it when games don't give me enough info. Maybe because it's the BG Wiki that's causing the issue. Give me a moment here. Apparently there's a... Back in this big room, there's something that's supposed to look like a teleporter? Supposedly? It's kind of the center of the room. I'm so confused. This one's not much better. It's giving me a little extra, but it's not giving me any extra standing details. I-7, which is where we entered, the entrance of 1. Correct. Head down to the first large room and fall off a ledge into a room with worms. These cannon will aggro by sound. Immediately select there's a steel ramp that leads to a spot with leeches and a large pool in the center that looks like a teleporter. At H9. H9. I'm at H9. There's no such room. What? This is so confusing. What the flip? Did they give me the wrong room? Because we could go to the area before, and that probably is our location. Oh, okay. That's really odd. So, Balflu Thickets, where we were... Oh, Balflu Thickets! I went through Wadrum Woodlands. That's an entirely different area. Wow. Man, I'm dumb. Okay, give me a second here. Change the map. Ugh, I hate when I do this. I'm sure you guys hate it too. Why do I not have Balflu Thickets? What? Ay. Give me a second here. I'm just confused. I've just kind of done a 180. even been through Battlefield Thickets? Pretty sure I have. Well, because I got so confused by that, we might not do Aht Dynamics today. It's really annoying. Okay. Going too far. E7, right over here. Ah, here we are. I went completely wrong direction. we go. Sheesh. Ah, the new potential. I am Yasfel of the Immortals. I regret to inform you that the Siren's terror you have brought me was nothing more than a ruse. I merely wished to test the limits of your innermost desire for power. Yes, we needed to gauge your suitability. You undertook what was, in essence, an unreasonable request and completed the task admirably. Such commitment is worthy of praise. But it all comes back to your search for power. I stand before you as one who holds the only key to unlocking your potential. Naturally, this power comes at a price. Something precious will be lost to you. Though you may not even notice it is missing, if you are willing to pay the price. If you truly desire the power that a blue mage wields. Take my hand. Your life now belongs to the Empress and the Empire. The potential is ready for your inspection. His cobalt levels are very low, and I'm afraid this would be another failure. But he somehow clawed his way back from the edge of death. His answers were not entirely untruthful. Were not entirely truthful. You were the one who transplanted this. This loathsome Ahriman lens. Hold your tongues, he awakens. Congratulations, Jedith. Welcome to the rank of the Blue Mages. However, at this moment, you are but an empty vessel, a base creature weaker than the most ordinary mortal. A Blue Mage must wrest his strength and vitality from his enemies. Show me your hunger for unrivaled power. This is the only guidance I shall give you. If you prove your worth, you may one day find a place among the Immortals. There we go. Now, we also have to go do something. So let's see. Yep, turned out it's next time. So let's go get the next part started. I knew you'd be showing your face around here sooner or later, Jedith. So, how goes our little project? Surely you haven't let the most important mission in the history of this company slip your mind. Of course not. All right then, Private First Class Jedith. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. But you gotta understand, capturing Duzov, the Black Belly, is the greatest thing this company you will ever accomplish. Now that I know we're on the same page, I can fill you in on something interesting I've noticed. Abquaba? Yes, ma'am. Is the office clear of visitors? Yes, you can speak freely, President Naja. Excellent. You see, it was when I had Abquaba marking all of Duzov's sightings on this map. That's when I began to notice a pattern. All the sightings were made near the coast, especially places where it was easy to land a ship. It got me to thinking about the rumors floating around port and the true identity of this Duzov. My guess is this villain is really none other than Luzov, the Black Heart. Psst, this is where you start clapping. Well, I'm not 100% certain in any case. If I were to send the combined forces of Salahim Sentinels against the wrong target, explain the current financial state of the company to Jedith here. Ma'am, gathering this intelligence requires mercenaries dispatched to every corner of Aht Urghan, not to mention fattening the purses of certain Kakuran information dealers. The expense has been horrendous. Salahim Sentinels just doesn't have the budget to fund another intelligence-gathering mission. There you have it. We can't afford to make any mistakes. That's where you come in, Jedith. This wouldn't be the first time you slunk aboard the Black Coffin, right? The Empress was so grateful after that last mission, Her Magnificence even rewarded you with this glory crown. You know your way around the deck of that ship, I'm sure. That's why it'll be your job to track down the Black Coffin. I need you to find out if my suspicions are correct. Are you on board? Try and stop me. Spoken like a true Salahim Sentinel. Oh, and don't forget you'll be needing the coin to pay your way onto the cutter. I seem to remember you telling me about some greedy spirit. Listen up, Jedith. The future of this company is riding on the success of this mission. Get me the proof I need. Then I can mobilize the might of the Sentinels and haul in Duzov by his pointy ears. Oh, good luck. Still, he sleeps. At least the nightmares appear to have stopped. Do creatures of the underworld even have nightmares? I don't really know. But I'm sure Luzov has seen hardships that would haunt any person's mind. Such a troubled soul. How fares the Admiral? Seems to have calmed a little. Thanks to your vigilant care. Why now, with the Age of Judgment so close? Is something amiss? Idle musings, nothing more. Please inform me if there's any change in his condition. We shall. I'll be on the deck. Luzov? The Age of Judgment. I must rise. Alrighty. So, we need to go get to the cutter, which means that we need to go get another gold piece. We know how to do that now. So, let's go do it. I don't know why my throat's so agitated tonight. Hey. Oh, let me just hop on. Thank you. That was actually really dumb for me to do, because I have to exit out these doors and I don't have my mount for another 50 seconds then. Ah. Oh, we want to do this again? You return to this haunted place. Such bravery. You seek to make another foray into the coffin, black and foreboding? I do. A venerated gold coin you hold will pay for your fare. My cutter will bury you to the coffin, you see. Farewell. What are you gonna do with her, boss? His maleficence awaits. Off the girl, let's get on with the ceremony in House Hall. We are done, Admiral. Tired of cleaning already? That's what you got for sending a snob to do a swab's job. You do us a disservice, Mr. Flit. The deck is swept and scrubbed. Afmal was only supervising, though. Of Zhang? Shh. Well then, for your next chore, enough, Flit. You must speak with our guests in private. Oh, the Admiral desires our exclusive company. But we weren't done to talk. Flit, do not make me repeat myself. Aye, aye, Captain. You're the boss. How are you feeling? Much recovered. I was told you stayed at my bedside throughout the night. I am grateful. It was nothing. But now that you know that you are the Empress, yes. In the past, you would already die slain at my feet. Do not be concerned. The pretty act of vengeance no longer stirs my heart. Usav. I was once the crown prince of Ephraimad. My kingdom was destroyed by the Empire of Aht Urghan while I studied in distant lands. I would not yield to the imperial conquerors and force the remnants of the Ephraimadian navy into a rebel force, corsairs. Our battles with the Empire raged day after day after day. And then, during the course of a single night, the entire corsair fleet was annihilated at the hands of Lamier as the ship slept in port. Lamier under the control of the Imperial Army. The Black Coffin, the only ship to escape the slaughter, was ambushed by Imperial war galleys and sent to the ocean floor. That is the story of my death. Then you really are dead? A ghost? A ghost. I suppose that I am. But you appear as a living being. Solid to the touch. I don't think you could call this existence living. What do you mean? Even now, I'm irrevocably chained to the underworld. Does this have something to do with that prince, that shadow in Parakia? The shadow? Yes, that form will be my fate, as ordained by Odin, my immortal lord. The form of the Dark Rider? Ah, it was Odin. I knew Odin was this game, I just didn't remember where. You miss little, I see. As the violent throes of the battered black coffin threw me over the side and I sank into the dark, cold waters of oblivion, I made a plea to the dark god. Great Odin, guardian of the kingdom of Ephraimad, I beseech thee. If it is but one swing of my blade, grant me the chance for revenge. It was then that Odin appeared before me. He spoke to me thus: when the age of judgment draws near, I shall grant thy wish. But once the revenge is complete, thou shalt destroy mine enemy, Alexander. Alexander, the legendary savior who will be reborn in the body of an iron giant in the Emperor's greatest need, the hour of the Empire's greatest need. I am aware of the legend. It is the reason I forged this pact. A chance for revenge against the Empire. The desire consumed my very being. The next time I awoke, I found myself upon the deck of the black coffin, afloat at sea. It was as if I had merely slept, albeit for long years. 200 years. Isn't that right? Yes. To prepare for my war against the Empire, I joined forces with the Beastmen. I then searched for the automatons, the keys to manipulate the Iron Giant. But I eventually realized, or should I say, was made to realize, my seething wrath was for the Emperor that destroyed my kingdom, and the Empire he ruled during my living years. That Empire no longer exists, and you, Othmau, are not the one against whom I seek revenge. Am I not pitiful, a vengeful shade that's lost its taste for vengeance? You are pitiful. What? You still have a chance to rebuild the kingdom of Ephraimhad. But I learned a lot living in the temple. The descendants of Ephraimhad still yearn for the age when their kingdom yet flourished. There are those who still fight for such a reality. You can help them find a path to the kingdom of their dreams. People of Ephraimhad survived. With this path you speak of, will it not lead to conflict and bloodshed with the Empire, plunging all once again into the flames of war? Admiral, Prince Lusov, have you forgotten for whom you speak? Leave the Empire to us. You are right, and I am still a Corsair. I will take a gamble on this fool's venture. That's the spirit. You must undo the pact with Odin as soon as possible. I don't think that's going to happen. Yes, I must seek audience with my Dark Lord. Please, boss, the tears won't stop. Lit. Giving up on revenge business is your call, but your crew has been restored and your ship raised from the ocean floor. The pact must be honored. Your path lies in one direction only, to Halsham and the existence as the New Dark Rider, incarnation of the great Odin. If you renege on the deal, you know what awaits you and your crew, right? Halsham? What is he talking about? Hee hee. What a tragedy. A real shame it is. The poor little Empress floundering in the dark. You spent so much energy playing the part of a puppet master, you never noticed the Grand Vizier pulling your strings. How dare you! Enough, Flit. Went a little bit too far there, didn't I? How about I make it up to you by teaching you about Halsham? It was a site for ancient alchemical experiments that pushed the limits of reason. The reckless fools eventually ripped the very fabric of reality and opened a door into Odin's domain. Without even knocking, I might add. Of course, we've been using that tear as a shortcut into this world. You have made your point. Let us proceed to Halsham. Yes, proceed. No other choice, really. Are you serious about this, Admiral? I will present myself before Odin and nullify the pact. Yes, nullify. No other choice. Hold on. What's this talk about nullifying? Are you sure, Lusov? I am sure. Fate's grip is strong, but we're the masters of our own destiny. You taught me that. Me? When I look at you, I feel as I did in my younger years. I remember what it is to hope. There were so many things I didn't know back then, so many things I wanted to learn. Othmau, you are searching for a way to save your empire, a way to save your citizens from despair and misery. To do that, you seek to uncover the truth behind the world in which you live. I do, but... Othmau, Nashmira, you must come with me. Come to Halsham. Then you shall behold the truth with your own eyes. I will go with you. There's some things in this world that are left unknown. Admiral. What is it? The ship appears to have picked up another rat. Me! Jedith! You know this intruder? That man's my private mercenary. Please stay your blades. But why? Why are you here? To find you. Oh, Jedith, you really are my mercenary. Our link pearls should have been confiscated. Did you call this mercenary? Huh? Oh, right, yes. I called him and act as my bodyguard. Isn't that right, Meijing? You're right, the old message in a bottle trick. Where do all these meddlers come from? You expect me to swallow that story? Ahem. But this works out perfectly, boss. You need help if you mean to rebuild your kingdom. That Vermadian treasure you recovered from the Empire is still stashed in Talico Cove. And there have been all those immortals sniffing about lately. Immortals? It matters not. The treasure is veiled by a powerful spell of concealment. The only way to pierce the illusion is with a perceptive eye. And you and I possess the only two in existence. Right. It's a great spell. Fantastic. But who knows what those immortals are capable of? There's no guarantee they haven't sucked up some crazy sensory ability from some hapless creature. That's why we need Jedith. And Talico Cove just happens to be on the way to Halzam. If I give your perceptive eye to Jedith, he can work security on this treasure. This is Athmau's loyal mercenary we're talking about here. I can trust him not to swipe the goods and to lead those blue devils off the scent if they get too close. But I need Jedith by my side. Well, I can't argue with that. If he stays on the ship, we'll just have to submit him to a thorough investigation. Just to be on the safe side, you understand. Wouldn't you agree, First Mate, Salabwab? Let's play along. Why, yes, we have the utmost faith in Jedith. He is the perfect choice to keep your precious treasure safe and sound. Very well, I shall abide by your judgment. Take this, Jedith. Keep watch over the treasure until we return to Calico Cove. But if you have the sense you are needed, be ready to fly to our side with all haste. Foreshadowing! Okay, so we now have the perceptive eye. It's gonna warp us to Talico Cove. Lovely. We have another cutscene, I think. We were in this area once before to unlock Corsair. Legacy of the Lost. Wow, that's a lot of treasure. Holy cow. I knew a Salasim Sentinel would be coming. Alan hoped it would not be you, Jedith. It truly is unfortunate. I've sincerely enjoyed our camaraderie during my mercenary career. You have my utmost respect and gratitude. However, fate decrees that we meet as enemies this day. No, nothing is certain anymore. Defend yourself. I'll go ahead and get our healer up. Eyes on me. Keep your eyes on me. Defend yourself. You will not escape me. Man, I keep missing. It's unlike me. Ninjutsu is more than stealth than shuriken. Your wings are bound. Was that supposed to... And so I fall. Was that supposed to be... I thought you were supposed to warp somewhere else, dude. You just stood there and let me keep hitting you. I expected nothing less from you, Jedith. Yet I cannot fail. I am defeated. To fall to a warrior such as you, Jedith, I enter death's halls without shame. I ask a final mercy of you, Jedith. Will you strike the blow that sends me to the afterlife? I have questions. The defeated general speaks not of tactics. No further words shall escape my beak. Your gentle spirit betrays you, mighty Jedith. You're as much a scholar as a soldier. The questions in your mind so clamor for answers? Seems I must first clear the haze that surrounds my actions. The Geshu you thought you knew is, in truth, a Far Eastern spy. Are you shaken by my true identity? To the core. As well you should be. We've always dealt in good faith. I apologize for the deception. It's 1 year and several months passed. I received my orders directly from the Mikado and departed the islands of the east. My prime concern was to ascertain the truth behind a report that the Empire was developing a strategy to break the stalemate on the front line of the war and to sabotage any such strategy found to exist. Thinking the enemy of my enemy to be my friend, I forged an alliance with the fearsome beastmen of this region. But as ill fortune would have it, they knew little of the Empire's plans beyond the astral condescents and the role of the automatons. Beastmen of Aht Urghan were as ferociously powerful as I had anticipated, but their methods were brutal and unsophisticated. There were a few among them in which I could place my trust, and their assaults on the innocent citizens of Al-Zabi were more than I could countenance. I had to look elsewhere for allies. I found one in the form of Admiral Luzov, the leader of those abominations, a being we have faced before in battle. But I misspeak. The Corsairs are not the abominations here. After an honest and extensive conversation with the Admiral, I found him to be a most attentive and honorable man. Admiral Luzov grasped my hand and said thus, "Let yesterday's quarrels be forgotten as we stand together against the might of the Empire." Through his diminutive vassal, Master Flit, Admiral Luzov has promised a sizable contribution from the recovered Ephraimidian treasure to ease the suffering of my battered war-torn homeland. Now his generous offer of aid shall never reach those shores. I failed in my promise to Master Flit. The contents of the treasury shall fall into the hands of an Imperial agent. I do not hold any anger towards you, Jedith. You have but acted out of love for your nation and to protect those you care about. Is this not true? Lay it on the table. This is an unexpected turn of events. While I am given leave to take this bounty, you, Jedith, are ordered to protect it. I do not believe Admiral Luzov would play us false. His passion and valor are no act. That would leave the possibility that Master Flit acted under his own initiative. Why would he scheme to send you away from Luzov's side? presumably be slain by me. I believe I have the answer. The self-proposed journey to the Halsham testing grounds plays right into Master Flit's nasty little claws. Lady Offmouth's guarding off on a fool's errand. There are none to prevent him harm coming to her imperial person. Jedith, as one who also walks in shadow, I would imagine such manipulation from an underworld being like Flit. Your little master's life is in danger. I swear to you by the heavens and the earth, I will not lay a talon on this treasure. You must make all haste to Lady Offmouth's side. To Halsham. All right. So, thankfully, we can leave Talco Cove relatively easily. I think we can immediately go to the warped Garvey mine. So, give me a moment here. No map for the area. Keep saying it. Keep saying it. It's annoying. This is mission number 36. There's a total of 50 missions, but if I had to guess, there's probably that a handful of those are just going to be cutscenes. It's like they have been in the past. Oh, I don't think I can run back out this way. Well, boo. This is certainly not the direction I want to go. So there's another direction, I think. Fortunately, there isn't a map of Talco Cove. Oh, I do remember this one. Okay, because over there is the way over to the rock slab. I think this tunnel over here is the one that we came through the first time. It's the one that I want. Yeah, because coming in, you'd see it. Yep, this is the one that I want. I want this direction. Yep, that's what I wanted, because the home point here allows us to warp to where we want to in... We can go to Garvey map. Hang on. No, thank you. Go back to... No. That's not where we... Oh! Oh, it's like literally right there. Let's just walk. Jeez. I was like, oh, why can't I find the home point? I'm already at the home point. You just have to go that way. this is probably going to be really good. How curious. The fire burns bright, fiercely and yet makes no sound. This blade is not of Urghan. If there are no illumination of this world present, this conflagration would completely escape your mortal gaze. It is a flame of the underworld. Oh, why, it's not even hot. Stay back. Flame produces no heat, but it will scorch your soul and consume your flesh. Assuming constructs such as you had a soul or flesh. Great Odin, sovereign of darkness and battle, lord of the underworld, your humble servant Luzoth stands on the threshold of your domain. Didn't the Imperial Army seal off the entrance to the underworld? Also, time and space don't apply equally to this world and that, miss. By rights, this rent in the curtain between the two worlds, this dimensional hiccup, shouldn't even exist. No being, from either reality, has the art to mend such a fluke of fortune. I see. Throwing a bunch of laboratory nasties into the path of potential meddlers is about the best they could do. Ain't that right, boss? Silence. Manifestation begins. New music. What's happening? This wind! Ah! Offmau! Are you harmed? Boss! Forget the girl. You want Lord Odin to arrive with a warm welcome of his... without the warm welcome of his servant? Lit! You knew this would happen. Oh, Odin, you look amazing. Sleipnir doesn't have six feet, but who knows? That's okay. Can't remember if Sleipnir has 6 or 8. I believe it's 6. Great Odin, Lord of the Underworld. I trust your malevolence is well. Look lively, boss. We don't want to offend his maliciousness now, do we? Offmau, forgive me. Art thou the one who summoned me? Yes, my lord. Speak thy mind. Great Odin, devourer of light, I wish to know the time that remains to me. Hast thou sated thy rage? Rage? What rage is this? Come on, boss, stick with the program. Your rage towards the Empire. No, not sated. My rage has subsided. Hast thou sated thy rage? Great Odin, I have uncovered a purpose more deserving than simple revenge. The descendants of Elframod. I wish to devote the remainder of my existence to building a kingdom in which they can live without fear of persecution. That is now my driving desire. And so I ask for time. Time to act freely. Well, ain't that a sweet idea? Hast thou sated thy rage? I do not understand. Didn't I tell you, boss? You've already made this pact. The contract is signed and sealed. You will become the next incarnation of the Dark Rider, whether you're ready or not. The next incarnation? The terms of the pact are non-negotiable. But I'll let you in on a secret, boss. Before you're completely consumed by the essence of the writer, there's a period when you will retain free will. And how am I to fulfill this pact? Well, that's simple. All you gotta do is remember. Remember how your people suffered and perished at the merciless hands of the Empire. I'm sure the memories are still crystal clear for you. You just gotta hurl that big, venomous ball of rage at her. Now's your chance. Look, she's defenseless. In any case, she's taking the full force of the astral wind. Maybe Connor just put an end to her. Sooner the better. That's right, boss. Quick and painless. Blitz? There's something I would know. This mercenary of Off-Maz, this Jedith, you are over certain he oversees the security of the treasure? What? Why does that matter at a time like this? Yes, I'm certain. Come on, boss. I showed you the blip on the tracker, didn't I? Besides the one I entrusted to Jedith, the only other percipient eye that exists in this world is the one that you hold. There are no others? No, boss. Just the two. Why would I lie to you? Then show me the one you have now. You see, there's more important... I mean, just look at the tracker. Right smack in the middle of Talico Cove. Mercenary is right where he's supposed to be. So he is. Right where he is supposed to be. Traitorous imp! What? Boss, no, The Code of the Corsair is not to be taken lightly. Great Odin, hear my words. Are you even hearing my words? Hast thou sated thy rage? It appears not. Who's off? Jedith. I must bring an end to this. Aphmau was in your charge. She is my... No. She is Ephraim's light in the darkness. What? What's happening? This is the incarnation. I will fight until the true deity is dragged into this realm. No. Sate thy rage. Thou shalt become my knight. Thou shalt serve as mine arm in the age of judgment until Alexander once again lies in ruins. Who's off? Dark Rider Lit at your service. Your will is my command, boss. Luzov? I am fine. Your injuries? They do not pain me. I feel no pain at all. Impeccable chiming, Jedith. Your arrival allowed me to see through Flitt's deception. Oh, Jedith to the rescue again! Thank you, Jedith. Offmau, are you able to walk? Yes, that wind blew with such a familiar melody. Reminded me of the gentle breeze that always stirs the air around the Gordius. I think I'll be just fine. Where do we go from here? What Flitt said is true, we have a short period of grace. But I suggest we hurry while my will is still my own. Hurry to do what? To destroy the Iron Colossus before your brother reactivates it. Destroy it? But the Iron Giant is the savior of the Empire? It may be as you say. But should the fully manifested incarnation of Odin clash with the iron might of Alexander? The Age of Judgment, with the victor deciding the laws of justice. Yes. Such laws would be the meaning of the desolate wasteland should be left to the aftermath of the conflict. Let me reset that because I don't think I quite said that correctly. If such laws would have meaning in the desolate wasteland, sure to be left in the aftermath of the conflict. We must prevent this battle at all costs. After the Colossus is rendered harmless, you must then turn your attention to me. Admiral, you must flee. The Immortals. Ugh. Most impressive, little sister. Rosfod. You evaded us both in the capture of both the Dark Rider and a foreign spy all in one fell swoop. We don't have time for this. Have a care, Luzov the Blackheart. Or should I now call you Dark Rider? The crew members you have hidden throughout Hazam are all in our custody. Not to mention the descendants of Ephraimad that followed the rumors of your presence here. I would hate to have to spill the blood of Imperial citizens, no matter how unwillingly they serve. Take him away. Use the astral bonds we prepared. Keep on your guard. Sir. Move! Offmau, Empress Najmira. Is this the treatment I can expect from your nation? Has nothing changed over the last 200 years? Wait, we command you to release this man. Your Magnificence. Ignore her. Be on your way. Does our authority mean nothing? Listen to me, Najmira. You have abandoned your government and consorted with enemies of the state. As Grand Vizier, I have decreed that the Mark of Zahak, the symbol of absolute imperial power, is no longer yours to wield. You cannot! Your authority no longer exists. Do you betray the Empress? Betray your own sister? Betray you? You are in no position to speak of betrayal. Jedith? Don't you think it's about time you told my fool of a sister the truth? Told her who you truly work for? Who he truly works for? What are you talking about? Jedith works for me! Continue to deceive yourself. The only reason Jedith stays close to you is to fulfill his duties as a spy. No, you are the one who is deceiving himself. You understand nothing about Luzov's spirit, or Jedith's heart. Listen to me, Jedith. You must take this to Salihim's sentence. We all have our masks. I hid my true identity from Jedith, but even so, he still comes to my rescue. Should I stop the automaton from casting? Let her play her hand. Tell your master this, Jedith. The game is over. It is time to submit to the power of the Empire. Don't let them catch you, Jedith. Okay. So, seems that we're kind of heading towards the end game of the Treasures of Aht Urghan. Okay. Yeah, I guess we can do it. It'll be slightly faster. Warp ring. So she gave us a Luminian dagger. And so the posters from Duzov were removed before we even had time to... It can't be serious. All rewards for information, not to mention the bounty itself. My black belly, golden serpent medal, imperial gold, piles of empress loot, flawless project. President Naja? Fly, my pretties. Look, in the sky, 2,000 imperial gold pieces flying away. I think her saucer's tipped over. Ah! What the heck happened to my perfectly orchestrated plan? What was that good-for-nothing knucklehead doing out there? Whether my suspicion hit the mark or not, it's an employee's duty to report in immediately. Am I wrong? A perfectly reasonable supposition, President Naja. I may have to initiate emergency evacuation protocol 1B. All the incompetent... You! Uh-oh. I can't watch. Oh. Jedith? Oh dear, oh dear. Can you hear me? Hang in there, Jedith. I could have easily caught that. Come on. I faced far worse. "900 years. For 900 years, emperors down through history have dreamed of seeing the scattered remnants of the Iron Colossus thus brought together. For this purpose alone, we have fought in countless fruitless conflicts, both within and without the Empire, in search of the lost quintessences. It has been an epic, if pointless, struggle. But my father had a different vision. Yes, it was the innovative Emperor Jalzan that devised the notion of manufacturing a Colossus, as well as the quintessences, using our own resources and technology. There is always a way. If you cannot find one, create one." Another of his famous sayings. And you, my Lord Rosvad, are doing a splendid job of following in his footsteps. Spare me your platitudes. My father's idea was merely a catalyst. I have my own vision, my own path to glory. I meant no offense, Grand Vizier. How can we know that Alexander will choose to manifest in our mechanical giant, as he once infused the Iron Colossus? This is not the time to waver. It is said that Alexander only favors the strongest among us. According to my calculations, our mechanical creation has many times the destructive power of the Azadal construct. I have no doubts concerning its worthiness. Alexander is but waiting the moment of his resurrection. Everything I have worked towards has been in preparation for that glorious day. Yes, it will be glorious. But we cannot jump ahead of ourselves. First, we must unravel the Gordius. The Gordius. What an unexpected taste of irony. Whoever suspected she had made such modifications to the automatons I designed. It was an oversight on our part. Najmira's mother, Jubliel, was an eccentric woman, but none could fault her intelligence. Yes, a brilliant scholar. Before I enlisted her as my pupil, Jubliel was well known as the academic community for her work in deciphering complicated scrolls of Wallaharan philosophy. When I was still a boy, she also instructed me in arts of the puppet master. The device she invented to instill behavioral patterns made it simple for even a beginner like myself to make Meijing move in the most lifelike manner. Ah, the concept of programming. I must admit I am being dumbstruck by her ideas. If we had only realized how much truth was contained in her ramblings. Everything is born from the Gordius. What of Najmira? She remains secluded in her chambers, Grand Vizier. Stubborn child. Your orders? Tell her this. If she cooperates in unlocking the puppet secrets, I will reconsider Luzov's fate. Should she refuse, we will have no choice but to dismantle Ovjang and Meijing for Godsat to analyze. Understood. Keep a strict guard. She is not to slip away again. Sir. You truly mean to release Luzov? Of course not. However, he reappeared just as we were completing the mechanical process. It can be no coincidence. You believe there is some connection? It is possible. And until we know the significance of this connection, I intend to keep Luzov alive. But if he... Do not worry. I will not allow this underworld apocalypse of theirs to occur. All the keys to the Age of Judgment lie in the palm of my hand. I will keep him under control, even should he become the incarnation of a god. Jed appears to be coming around. How many times have I been knocked out? My goodness. I think this is half a dozen at this point. Phew, I'm glad he's okay. You're glad? Finally waking up, Izzy. Guess I don't know my own strength. I must have imagined that glimpse of compassion. Isn't there something you'd like to say to Jedith? That is to say, it's all Duzov's fault. This doesn't qualify you for workers' compensation. President Naja! Sorry about cracking your head, Jedith. Now, don't you get some respect? Now, don't you have some kind of report for me? Offmouth's message. Why didn't you say something? I was knocked out cold, you dingus. You... Already? Things are moving too fast. This is not the likes for... This is not for the likes of you two. Now scoot. I didn't quite catch that. Now scoot for a bit so I can concentrate. Okay. And that will be the end of our stream tonight. We didn't end up getting around to doing Dynamis Bastock. It took me far longer to unlock Blue Mage than I initially meant for, so... Let's come over to the President. She never wants to spend time thinking. Hope all this thinking doesn't lead to one of her tantrums. Well, at least the loss of Dusov's bounty seems to have blown over without any casualties. Oh, I didn't mean to make light of your injury, Jedith. You take care of that bump. Good thing I was wearing a helmet. Jedith, I'm glad to have found you. I have urgent news. Please accompany to Balron Way. The Divine Empress Najmira II has been stripped of her authority, and the Grand Vizier now controls the government. Events have transpired just as His Highness had feared they would. The Prince is acquainted with the current Empress, having once accepted an invitation to visit Aht Urghan as a guest of the state. I have nothing of the events that occurred during that time. However, His Highness is fervently confident of Empress Najmira's ability to navigate the righteous course for her nation. Sir Travails! Rodin Commodin! Is this a place a little open for holding an emergency council? Aren't you worried about spies in the crowd? What if we were targeted for random surveillance? Pleasure to see you again, Rodin Commodin. Oh, and by the way, I've been ordered to cease all exchanges of information with non-Winterstein agents. We discovered some facts about the astrocandescence that would knock the starch out of your stuffy elven shirt. Dr. Shan, Lady Karababa forbade me to speak of it to anyone. Wait, what's that delightful aroma? I think I smell kebabs. I'll just mosey over and grab a bite to eat while we're waiting for everyone to get here. Oh, ouch. Whoa. Yima. What a pleasant surprise. I did not expect a mithril musketeer to attend. Bastok recognizes the situation has grown beyond the scope of simple intelligence gathering. Meaning? Meaning that Strategic Command has ordered the Bastokian Navy to prepare for war. Prepare for war? Are you not acting prematurely? Wake up and smell the chai, Travails. Kundurs has already deployed her amphibious carbines. Speculation is not constructive. If everyone is present, I suggest we discuss the main agenda. I have heard no word from Guest Show. Excuse my bluntness of speech, but we do not have the luxury to wait. It's the time to wait for leg warmers. Let's get this over with. Situation we had all hoped to avoid now looms before us. And it has been decided. Yes, an Allied Forces Military Council will be called into session. Such a council has not been held since the end of the Great War. Our main prerogative is to avoid the commencement of hostilities. To step towards this objective, I propose an open forum with the exchange of information. I agree. Is there anything you would like to share with us, Jedith? You have infiltrated the deepest layer of Imperial government, if I'm not mistaken. Rajvat's message. Conflict may be unavoidable. This threatens to escalate into war on a scale greater than any in history. Loss of life will be incalculable. All right. Well. Things have steamed to a head. Whew. Now, I believe this means that to finish Treasure of Aht Urghan, it's probably going to take 2 more streams. So we have Fridays and we have Mondays. Friday's probably going to leave us on a nasty cliffhanger of some sort. One way or another, that's what we're going to get around to. Yeah, we didn't get around to Dynamics Bastok today like I was expecting. I don't know when we're going to do that next. I can go and take a quick look. We might be able to do it next time. We might not. I don't know. When it comes to story stuff, I don't know anything past here. I started the very beginnings of the Wings of the Goddess when I originally played, but I don't remember a thing about it. I don't remember a thing of what happened there. There's a cutscene I vaguely remember, but was not really something that we were able to do there. Anyway. So, I'm going to go ahead and go over to the Mog House. I'm going to go put ourselves in. I think what I'm going to do tonight, right after stream, is I'm going to go and get that book out of, the Cadavar Mire. Because, I wasn't able to get to that. I'm going to have to travel through, Arapago Reef to get there. So I'm going to have to cruise a map and figure out how to do that. Anyway. Go ahead and throw ourselves on in here. Anyway, let me go ahead and take a quick look here. Allied rumblings. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything that really jumps out as a, you have to wait, for the days or something like that. Sorry, give me just a second here. I'm looking through these. It looks like after you finish up the quest, there are things that you can do afterwards. Imperial Ward quests serve as the epilogue quest for the Treasure of Aht Urghan expansion in a similar manner to the Rise of the Slart and Chains of Promethea's Apocalypse Night questline. Aha. Interesting. But it doesn't look like there's nothing in the way of like having to wait for a whole hour, so we can just crank on through and get all of that stuff done story-wise. I will have to look and see if we can actually do the Imperial Ward quests on our own, or if we have to have people for that. Because I don't know. I would assume that we're able to do it by ourselves. I would like to peruse that though. That won't happen for at least another 2 streams, I think. It's kind of close. Otherwise, yeah, we are kind of hidden into the end game, like I thought we would be. So, yeah. So, what we'll probably do, what I would like to do, is I would like to we'll probably start Friday's stream by going and completing Dynamis Bastock, so it's done. And we could potentially get the opening cutscene for Dynamis Winder, so I'm able to do that over the weekend. Probably do Dynamis Juno too while we're at it. If we start those all up, then I can work on two sets over the weekend. And then when Monday comes around, we can finish those up and continue on with that. What I would like to do, I think, is that if we're able to kind of get that going, when we finish up Treasures of Aht Urghan, we can take a small break from mission stuff like that, and we can work our way towards something else. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what things that we could do. In the meantime, I can work on getting my mercenary rank up. So I will not be first private. I will go up to a higher rank. If I'm lucky, and I don't know how lucky I could be, I might be able to get up to like corporal or something like that. By the end of streaming Treasures of Aht Urghan, I would like to be the highest level of mercenary. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if it'll happen. But something that I would like to do. No guarantees though. So, making no promises or anything like that. Anyway, tomorrow night we'll be getting back into Heart Space Shipbreaker. We have dealt with a couple new ships, and they're getting bigger. And honestly, it's getting more interesting. It's going to take longer and longer to do the ships, I'm sure, and they're going to get a little bit more complex. I have not been thrown at, in the campaign, they have not thrown a fully pressurized ship at me. They've only done partial pressurized areas. So, yeah, it's going to be curious how we go about that. The end goal currently for Shipbreaker is to beat the campaign. The long-term goal, I think, is actually, well, I don't know. It's going to get all the achievements, but I would like to, at some point, probably on my own, I would like to make my debt go to 0. I don't know how long it takes. I'm going to ask if that's even feasible, because that just is so much. I've probably only knocked out maybe, probably not even 100 mil off of my debt out of the billions that I have. So we'll have to see how that goes. Anyway, I would like to thank everybody for showing up, for watching this. I really do appreciate it. Fumbled a little bit there trying to finish up Blue Mage, but it got there in the end. We are still holding off on Rhapsodies of Vana'diel. I have to go into the past for that, apparently, which is Wings of the Goddess. So I would like to do that, and then what we will try and do is I'm going to try and do what I don't know how Wings of the Goddess missions are set up. I don't know if it's like the nation missions or whatever. We still have our Sandorian Nation stuff to finish up, because we didn't finish up with that storyline. So at some point we will have to do that. And as far as I'm aware, that is fairly easy to do. And then at some point we'll also start going through the other nations and to do theirs. The reason being, I believe, is that if you get the ranks done of those, you'll actually get bonuses to capacity, I think? To your capacity gain, I think I read something along those lines. Where was it? It was missions, I think? One way or another, that'll be more content that we can do story-wise. And those will be something like kind of trying to cover full bore. I don't know when I'm going to do it, though. I will probably... Yeah, we're gonna have to figure something out. That's not my, that's not the priority at the moment, though. The priority is getting all the way through to Seekers of Adeline and getting all the Maynard campaigns done, and then going back and doing other story stuff. So, that's what we'll be. Anyway, thanks you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm rambling at this point. I just kind of want to be done. My tongue is starting to, my mouth is starting to not match my brainwaves here. I'm starting to lose track of it. So, if you guys enjoyed watching, I hope you give a follow so you can see when I'm live streaming. If you are unable to catch my live streams for one reason or another, the VODs are uploaded full force to my YouTube channel, so go ahead and check those out. I make sure that those get exported right out the night of streaming, so they're ready to be available the next day. Roughly 24 hours after I start a stream, they're allowed to be shown up on YouTube. So if you like the stuff on YouTube, go ahead and leave me comments and stuff. I go and check my YouTube channel every day, so I always will see your comment if it's there. If you are feeling particularly generous, you can always try and support me by dropping me subs here on Twitch. I have thought about making something like a Ko-fi or a Ko-fi or a Patreon or something like that. I just don't have anything available there, and if I did, it would be fairly cheap. I wouldn't do anything crazy with it. So that might be something that we start in the new year, but certainly not now. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good night. I hope you're doing well, and I hope your week is going well. It is the middle of the week, so I hope to see you guys tomorrow for our Thursday stream, and I hope you're doing well, and I wish you all the best. Until then, I will see you guys tomorrow, and good night, and take care.